In this video, I wanted to talk about The Exercise by Mark Douglas. He talks about a 20 trade challenge exercise in the end of Trading in the Zone. And he also had a DVD where he talked about the exercise. So I wanted to go over basically my summary of this exercise and also my own outline of how I'm going to implement it into my own trading. So let's just go into my notes for the exercise. And this is from reading through the book and also watching through the DVD video. But basically, every single strategy is set with a random outcome, a random distributions of wins and losses. So as long as your strategy is a profitable winning strategy, the win rate is high enough or the RR is high enough, over a long period of time, you will be profitable. But when you are emotional and you are taking bad trades that aren't with your setup, you're not gonna be profitable over a long period of time. Like when you take 3 losses in a row with your strategy, that 4th trade you're gonna take, you're gonna be emotional, and if you're not sticking to your strategy, you're probably gonna lose that one too. Or you might win and then you'll disregard your strategy and you won't grow at all. So in this exercise, it is a 20 trade challenge where you take every single trade the exact same way. So you have your strategy set up. I would suggest having like a checklist so you could check each step. When each step is confirmed in the market, then you can look for the next one and then eventually take the trade. Your risk is going to be set each trade, so 1% on each trade. And for 20 trades in a row, you're going to take the trade and then you're going to journal, see if it was a winner or a loser, but understand that it is a random probability of you winning or losing that trade. So at the bottom of my notes, you can see the 5 fundamental truths of trading and the trader's creed. Basically, these are ways to think about your trading and the markets to be a better trader and not be as emotional taking losses. So the 5 fundamental truths of trading are: anything can happen. Every moment in the market is completely unique. An edge is nothing more than an indication of a higher probability thing happening over another. There is a random distribution between wins and losses on any given set of variables that define an edge. And you do not need to know what is going to happen next to produce a consistent outcome. So this is a little bit harder for me to put into my mind because I do trade ICT concepts. So I'm trying to know what the algorithm is going to do next. I'm wanting to know where the market is going to go. And it's not like a pattern trading thing like other strategies. But this is still very applicable that there is a random distribution between wins and losses on any given set of variables. So in a month span of trades, I could lose 3 in a row and I could still be profitable on that month. So that kind of helped me out a little bit to not overthink the losses, not to get so emotional and think that I'm a failure just because I took 3 losses in a row. And when I see that 4th trade appear, I'm gonna take the trade. I'm not going to be hesitant. I'm not going to try and trade another strategy. I'm going to take that trade. And also he talked about the trader's creed, which I mean, I would recommend you say these things out loud to yourself, like before market open. He said, "I am a consistent winner because I objectively identify my edges. I predefine the risk of every trade. I completely accept the risk of each trade. I act on my edge without reservation or hesitation. I continually monitor my susceptibility to making errors. I pay myself as the market makes money available to me, and I never violate these principles of success." So this is my outline for what I drew out for the 30 trade challenge. In the book, he talks about taking 20 trades, but I pushed it to 30. And yeah, so the first thing I put is my pre-market preparation. I want to be doing this every single day. I don't want to be skipping a single thing on this list. This wakes me up in the morning, gets me ready to trade, gets me to the charts 15 minutes before market opens so I can fully develop a bias and know exactly what I want to see happen in the day. And yeah, this is very, very important to get yourself ready to trade, understand what you want to look for in the market, and be ready to face the emotions that come to you when you're trading, because you will be emotional at some points. And having strategies to calm those emotions are very important. Next is the trading checklist I was talking about. So mine is having a confident higher time frame draw, recognizing the market maker model. We want to see a rejection of a higher time frame imbalance, have sell side or buy side liquidity taken. We want to see internal manipulation, then displacement back into the range, and then look for my entry model and targeting the internal draw on liquidity. So this is a nice checklist that I have where I can check each thing. Once I have a confident higher time frame draw on liquidity, I can mark that. Once I recognize the market maker model on the smaller time frame, I can mark that. Then when I can see the bigger time frame imbalance, I can mark that, and then just go down the list. So make your own list for yourself. This makes ICT trading a little less discretionary, and it's just nice to have a checklist like this, especially when you're getting started or not yet profitable. And of course, we want to be journaling each trade. So right after taking the trade, I want to journal my emotions. And then after that, while I am fully journaling my trade and what I did right and what I did wrong, I want to review what I said from the trade, and then also want to look at what I said for before market, what my emotions were like. And then I want to, like, over a long period of time, I want to identify patterns within my trading results and the emotions. So matching how I've been doing in the day, in the days that I'm winning, what are my emotions like? What did I put 1 through 10? Was I ready to trade? Was I fully ready to trade? So the last thing I talked about was just my intention with doing this exercise. I said I'm doing this exercise so I can become a successful trader who makes consistent profit in the market over a long period of time, and so I can take a trade with my edge with no hesitation or feeling of greed or anxiety. Every single morning you come into the market, be completely focused on the process, do not care about the money whatsoever. Journal every single day and learn from your mistakes. And then under this, I'm going to keep track of my 30 trades. Oh, I don't think you can actually see that, but I have a drop down menu in OneNote of the 30 trades that I'm going to take and journal. So I am going to do this 30 trade challenge, and I might post the results on here as well if this video gets some likes, some type of traction. If you guys like it, and I'm hoping you guys can also implement this challenge into your own trading if you are a unprofitable trader like myself right now. And really the point of this challenge is to be able to take trades with no emotion. When you see your edge in the market, you understand that it might be a loser, it might be a winner, but you take the trade regardless. You understand that it is a probabilities based game and that wins and losses are randomly distributed to you. So you could win 3 trades in a row, and then you could lose 3 trades in a row. Like, it will be randomly distributed to you. So don't get scared about losing trades. Don't be over emotional about winning trades either. And yeah, that's about all I have for this video. Let me know if you liked this video in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.